cloud radio show on the planet. E-Block Radio.
Let's get some microphones going. Check one, check two. All right, we got some mics going, man. We live in this thing. Money angry, man. I don't know where these niggas at, but I'm ready to get started. Give them like 2 seconds. IG live, man. Y'all good? YouTube live, shit. Twitter live, all that good shit, man. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I see the levels going up, so we must be good. Rita just checked in. What's up? I know, man. She say on topic. I'm so angry and saddened at this time, for real. Miss Virgo, I'm good, man. Shit, maintaining despite all the bullshit that's going on. Trying to hang in there. Hopefully everything going good in the DMV. All right, fuck it. Let's get to it, man. I hear niggas at the door. I can't even go to the door, though. It's open. Oh, shit. I don't know if you can hear me. All right, we about to get started then. Yo.
You happy? All right, bro?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Come on down, bro.
All right. Need something by the way, too.
My man, Day Soon True in the building. What up, though?
Yeah.
It's good, baby. You all right?
Got some Vaseline on, a little shiny on my hand.
Oh, you good, man. More money and shit in the building. With Wheaties. We already rolling, so shit.
Damn, already?
Yeah, I told y'all niggas we starting on time.
Where do I sit there, or?
Huh?
Where do I sit at, or?
Angry man coming, so you probably got to sit off to the side. You can't be on camera and shit.
Oh, that's
so
fine.
That's
Just
cool.
so I can just talking stuff.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Rita, they late and shit. They fucking around, man. I told niggas we gonna be on time. My man Bo checked in. He said shitty morning, man. For real. We got a lot of this nigga that knocked the whole camera down. I don't. We good. I think, man, this nigga knocked the whole camera down, dog.
So sorry.
Let me see where you at. Okay, we can see. Fuck me straight. Yeah. Goofy ass, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, we starting on time because we got a lot of shit to talk about, bro.
Do we?
Well, you know, a lot of shit. How was y'all motherfucking Memorial Day, bro? Let's
Man, my Memorial Day was alright, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, man.
Damn, now I'm fucking
Goof ass, talking shit.
Fucking, man. Just let this shit go.
Hey,
man.
I was alright.
Oh, good looking, bro.
Sat in the backyard with my old bird, you know what I mean? We did our little social.
Bird.
We did our little social distancing thing, you know what I'm saying? So
Word.
we had fun, you know what I'm saying? We sat in the backyard, played cards.
Okay, that's what's up, though.
Ate good in the morning. You know, I ain't got to say I ate good. You know?
I already know. Memorial Day was cool, though, and shit. What about you, Dayson?
It was pretty cool. I just took a little time to acknowledge all the fallen African freedom fighters who have died in the liberation struggle.
No doubt.
That's what I did on my Memorial Day.
Dog, Memorial Day, though, like, I'm, I guess a little embarrassed to say that I didn't even know about that origin of, like, the Black Memorial Day, though.
Oh, no?
No, I wasn't hip to that shit until, obviously I seen some shit on social media. But, yeah, so originally I guess it was, acknowledged on May the 1st, and it was for black soldiers. And I had no idea. Like, I had never even heard that shit.
I never heard that either.
Me either.
Yeah, I just seen this shit on, on Facebook or Instagram or some shit like that.
But how strange, I guess, for lack of better words, is that to go fight for a country to where that country doesn't even acknowledge you.
Bruh.
You have to come back
Bruh, tell me.
and try to create a holiday for yourself because that's insane to even do
It
that.
is,
Don't
man.
even think about it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in, though, bro. I don't even, I don't know. I don't know what to say about
Fight
that
for
shit.
a country that won't fight for you for shit.
Dog, for real. Yeah, my man Bo said it's fucked up. Believe me. Dog, I figure I know a lot of veterans. You know, obviously my old man included, and I ain't want to be all serious today, man, but we got to be because it ain't shit else. It ain't shit else to talk about, bro.
This motherfucking week is serious.
This week serious as fuck. Also, too, Memorial Day was cool, but also it was the 4-year anniversary of my mom's passing, so I spent for sure, man. Rest in peace to my OG. Yeah. I went up there to the cemetery to check, to check on her or whatever, and always that constant reminder that ain't got no mama, nigga. But it's cool though. Like I said, I posted that shit on Monday, is you know, I celebrate her life because like I'm not really sad about that shit for real because like I put everything into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no regrets. I didn't leave nothing on the table, so I'm good. I know that some people, man, they lose their parents and they got unresolved shit. Like they never fix shit. Like they don't know if each other loved each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like nigga, I ain't had that problem, so I'm good.
I don't think nobody on this block really got that problem though.
No, for sure not. For sure not. And look, if you got your mama right now or your old man, whatever, man, and y'all in a bad situation, fix that shit, dog. Because niggas is dying out here.
That's true.
Niggas that ain't never died before.
For sure. Goofy ass. Hey, so look, you know what? Never mind. I'll wait till we get into the for real topic. Because I wanted to say some shit about politics and shit, but it's going to all tie in. Oh, but dog, you peeped, though?
Look.
He ain't coming to the crib, bro.
Yeah, Kwame.
Yeah, they blocked my nigga shit.
They fucked us up. They had everybody in Detroit hype.
Duh, they blocked my nigga shit. And then with that shit, man.
I wasn't surprised though.
You ain't surprised?
No.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't really care one way or the other, but I just always look at I just want to win, though. I just want to win.
My thing is, the only thing I'm mad about it that the motherfucker's still doing it to this day. Motherfucker, our mayor probably doing the same fucking shit.
Oh, Duggan?
Yeah.
You said probably. Probably? Hell yeah, he ain't getting down. Get down on our ass and shit.
But he, to me, it was almost like he was made an example. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell
because
yeah.
he wanted to stand up and I guess kind of show and prove that, hey, this is what y'all motherfuckers doing too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one getting, and y'all doing it 10 times worse than I am.
No, 10 times.
But it just shows, again, our position in this world. You know what I mean? People, I think, have to be honest with themselves and truly see, like, where we at in the world. Yeah. And not be surprised when certain things happen to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You ain't bullshit, man.
I mean, and that's the thing. We be so surprised and fucking outraged. We should already know what's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Be surprised
People
and
are
outraged.
so, you know, I was having this conversation and ultimately it falls back to the point that somebody else is educating us. From the time that we were little babies, somebody else is teaching us who we are, how we should think, what we should be mad about, what we should aspire to be. All this stuff comes from something outside of ourselves.
Hell yeah.
And it sets the foundation for everything outside. That's why you can have black people arguing with you, well, why should Kwame come home?
Bruh.
Or, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, they're educated to work against themselves, you know what I mean?
Dog, for real. Completely working against themselves, dog. And I get it, man. Like, he stole shit, you know.
America was stolen.
I was right, you know what I'm saying? So,
this bitch was built on stolen.
Exactly, yeah.
Built on stolen, dog. Yeah. Me and D Will was just talking about that shit yesterday, man. Shout out to my man D Will. I was out there last night. Rita just checked in. She said, "Who is that talking?" That's my man Day Soon True. That's the CMOS boss. That's my guy that be hooking me up with the CMOS. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is one of your customers.
Oh, you got dropped it off.
Yeah, dropped off at Oak Park. Yeah, for sure. Right. Yeah, they put you on this shit. Yeah, that's the CMOS boss. He in the building, man, talking shit with us. We waiting on Angry Man. I don't know where he at. But let me see what else going on before we get to this real shit. You know, I'm probably just putting that shit. I'm stalling and shit.
How y'all feel about sports though, and what's gonna happen with sports?
Bruh, my whole thing with the sports shit, where I'm concerned, like I ain't really. I'm sort of concerned about the pros and shit, but I'm kind of concerned about college shit because like what these niggas with scholarships go do. Yeah. Like so if they not gonna have a season. Are these motherfuckers not gonna be able to go to school? Yeah, like, can you still give me my scholarship? I'm trying to figure out because some of these, like, let's be honest, some of these people ain't going to school without that scholarship. Like, they can't afford it. Yeah. And if that scholarship money don't come through, shit. You know,
that even made me think about like so many of these. You know, our youth are banking on making it. You know, using sports to escape. You know, what I'm saying,
their situation, right?
Now, if that isn't there, I didn't think of that. What's going to happen with those kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Tiff, what up, though? Tiff just checked in. She talking about what about that potato salad, though. Bro, she made some good ass potato salad. I cannot lie. I don't even eat potato salad like that. But that shit slapped, though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Good looking out for that shit.
I eat mostly everything. I don't fuck with no potato salad.
I know. I usually don't. I don't know what she put her foot in that motherfucker, though. Thanks, Tiff. I appreciate that shit, though.
Tiff look like she can cook, baby.
Like she can cook. Yeah, I know she gonna hook herself some shit up. As you get down in the kitchen, though.
Yeah.
That motherfucker potato salad was good. Trying to think of some other shit, dog. I know we about to get to it, dog. You know, it took me. Come on, man. It took me all day yesterday to even watch the fucking video. Like everybody was talking about that shit, and I just really didn't even want to. I didn't want to look at that shit, bro.
Man, let's get into the shits, bro.
Let me see. There's got to be something else. We ain't been on since We was off all weekend. We was off Monday. Hey, shit else we can talk about before we get to this shit.
The bitch that called the motherfucking police on my man in New York. We can talk about that.
Oh, the dog park shit?
Yeah, this bitch talking about some motherfucking, her dog is threatening. She choking the shit out the dog, bro. The whole time, like, he's threatening me and my dog, and she got the dog in the air choking the shit out the dog. Like, these bitches, man, I mean, I'm not saying that, all white women are fucked up, but I think they started this whole racism shit. Y'all ain't never seen Rosewood?
Rosewood. Wow.
Y'all ain't never seen
Rosewood. Rosewood's some real shit.
Yeah, it's not just a movie. What did it start off with?
Yeah, her fake accusing a nigga of rape and shit.
Yes.
Which is how a whole lot of shit
Emmett
started.
Till. Come on,
right?
man.
Same kind of shit, dog.
Same shit, bro.
Damn. All right, man.
Everybody that calling the police on black people is who? White women.
Anyway, dog, let's get
Come on, man.
We gonna shoot to commercial break, dog. Then we gonna get right into this motherfucker early. Motherfucker 10, 15 and shit, but fucking, we might as well get to it because it's gonna be a long conversation, dog. Yeah, we gonna shoot to commercial break. We'll be back in like 1 minute. But till then, you already know what it is, man. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet.
And that will be Earth, cuz.
Straight from the E-Block Radio live on the dial, man. Be back in like 1 minute.
Hi, travelers. My name is Nicole.
Ooh.
I just wanted to come and introduce myself and let you know a little bit about my business. The Indie Nicole collection was started in 2014. Originally, the name was Clutch by Indie Nicole. I used to make clutch handbags, and I liked making them, but it just wasn't my thing. In 2016, while I was traveling, I kept noticing everyone's travel bag, and it was odd. And that's when it clicked, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be making travel bags. Like, you're gonna have people carrying your travel bags through the airports. So I went on vacation. I came back, immediately went to the fabric store, came back to the lab, and my first travel bag was made in 2016.
Check 1, check 2. We back in the building, man. Thank y'all for hanging out through the commercial breaks. You already know what it is, man. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet.
Earth, cuz.
Straight from the E-Block Radio live on your dial. Got my man Daysoon True, the CMOS boss in the building.
CMOS, nigga.
Got my man Money holding it down.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, man.
CMOS in me right now.
He's there right now.
I just had my tea as well.
Word. I got mine as we speak. And you already know, man. It's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Let's get to the shits. Let me see where we at with it. I think I seen some people checking in. K-Mac just checked in. What up, though? My man Paulie say, yeah, it's been about that time we were giving templates throughout history from Nat Turner, Assata Shakur, Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Black Panthers, Farrakhan, Resistance is on us. It's incumbent. No, that's for sure. Oh, shit, this nigga must have won the scratch off, dog.
Hit the lick
He must have hit the lick. Angry Man came through with the foodies.
The foodies, cuz don't even look like he eats swine.
Right, he probably don't do that shit. This nigga eat all sea moss. Nigga.
It look like he don't eat swine.
All sea moss, all motherfucking foliage.
Yeah, I eat it and bathe in it. You know I'm about to make a soap with it too.
Word?
Yeah, I'm about to make a sea moss soap too.
Dog, I'm gonna have to fuck with you. I'm gonna have to wash my feet with that shit, get some of this dead skin off
Exactly,
this shit.
yeah. Put you right on together.
Hell yeah. All right, man. So look, dog, we on to the for real topic, and we gotta talk about the damn, you good?
Yeah.
The murder of George Floyd, man. We gotta talk about that shit. Well, fuck it, Daysoon. You the guest in here, so we'll start with you. We gonna start all the way from the beginning, like when you first heard about that shit, dog. Like, yeah.
Okay. First I heard about it like most people was on social media.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling down my timeline and just saw the headline that another black man was murdered by the police.
Sure.
And that there was a video circulating, showing the incident.
Yeah.
I didn't need to click on the video to understand what happened. I did read an article that talked about it though.
Okay.
And my first thoughts was, what is it gonna take? That's
Right.
initially the first thing that came to my mind. What is it
No
gonna
doubt.
take? And I kind of like remember back to conversations that I was having with people black people, and trying to struggle with them to understand the conditions that we face with. You know what I mean? And then to see this happen again, it's like, what do you need to see in order for you to get it? You know, that something has to change in order for our lives to be better and to actually be safe. You know what I'm saying? How many more innocent, unarmed black people are going to have to be lynched, basically, for you to wake up?
For sure.
So when I first saw it, that was my first thought. And then I started to see the same patterns where people begin to say about, let's pray. You know, how
put it in God's hands.
Yeah. Like just praying and hoping for justice and saying that we hope that the right thing happens, and it's really like a defeatist attitude, and it's the same thing. And then I also thought about how we become like ambulance chasers. Like whenever the next event happens, the old one is done. Because I was talking to my mom, I was like, no one is talking about what happened in Atlanta anymore.
Right, you know, that just happened.
Yeah, it's over. So it's like we like ambulance chasers. Something happens, boom, we there. We want to protest it, and then we go back to sleep waiting for the next event. Instead of as a people
trying to prevent it.
Yeah, first identifying that we all in the same boat.
For sure.
Once we can come together and realize that we have common issues, then we can begin to try to solve those instead of waiting for something traumatic to happen. And then
jumping on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's be proactive. So,
yeah, because the threat is there. The threat ain't never been no fucking where else. You know what I'm saying? And the shit is well. Then I want to. I gotta go in order and shit. I was about to get all into my shit.
The last thing I want to say is slavery did not end. It was just reorganized.
That's definitely.
Trust me, nigga. All facts, bro. For real. Hey, man, what about you, dog?
What?
When you this nigga, dog. Like when you first heard about the situation, though, like.
I mean, shit. I hate to say it is what it is. This shit is never going to change. It's not. We sitting back waiting on something that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you might as well ride this motherfucker out the best you can. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It isn't. We've been crying for about 400 years, 800 years ago.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Right.
It's not going to change. It's
not.
not.
Unless we get activated.
I was
saying,
it's not going to change.
But the one thing I will say to that is that ever since the first Europeans stepped foot on Africa and started stealing African bodies and African resources, people were fighting against that. Mm-hmm. And people have been fighting throughout history. Not the majority of people, but there have been figures and groups of people who have been actively fighting in a variety of ways
that you will never hear about.
Yeah.
I'm not denying the fight.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we're not going to win.
And with that mentality, we won't.
We're not.
I mean,
been proven.
Y'all see that this is where either one of these niggas are not optimists. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now.
It's been proven.
Like, bro, like
I mean, how many rounds you gonna have to go?
I'm with the shit. I'm ready to start the army and whatever. Let's go.
It's other ways to fight outside of just picking up a gun too. You know, it's other ways to.
But it's most definitely got to include that too.
But what I'm saying is, for people who say that we can't win, we can have small victories that can lead to something. So we can focus on the things that we can change instead of looking at something like we don't have tanks.
Small victories over the 800 years, dog, ain't did a shit.
Right.
Did a shit.
So if that's the case, though, if small victories ain't shit, and I'm
not saying it ain't shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that it ain't shit.
They didn't do shit.
It ain't helped us right now, though. Because these small victories, I mean, some I'm not even gonna take away. I can't take away from the X's and the Malcolms. I can't take away. Them victories did do something for us. Mm-hmm. Small steps, bro. But like he said, slavery ain't stopped, nigga. Yeah. Like we still on this shit, bro. Like this shit been going on since fucking they stole us, bro. We made this bitch better, and they still treat us like shit. They choked that man out, bro, for no fucking reason, bro. I'm not disagreeing with him either.
I feel everything you said. Yeah. But I'm just the one out the clip that's gonna say. We ain't gonna win.
Yeah.
And that's a attitude that we definitely got to change, because even though it may be small victories and it may not seem to make a difference, this is something that I say all the time, and I know this is to be true. Is that you got to be comfortable with the fact that even with these small victories, a lot of the shit that we trying to put in place, you not gonna see in your lifetime. Like you probably not. You got to wrap your mind around that shit.
I want to see it in my lifetime,
but you probably won't. Let's just be honest about it.
For sure.
But that don't mean that you don't stop. That you don't do it. Because for the next generations, they need to have this little progress that we making.
I'm down for the fight. I just know in the back of my head, I may not win this.
You know, one of the main reasons why I feel like a lot of people have those sentiments is that we don't recognize ourselves as a global people. You know what I'm saying? identify ourselves as being separate from the other black people on
They
the planet.
disconnected us.
Whether we say the Africans on the continent, or the Jamaicans, or the Haitians, or the black people in Europe, or the black people in China, we all separate, or the black Mexicans, we separate ourselves.
Right.
So as long as we continue to see ourselves as others, then yeah, we will never win. That's how we think of a fight. If they got people isolated, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to pick them off one by one.
I thought somebody was at the door. Thought it was motherfucking police again and shit.
But you think about it yourself. If you by yourself, it's easy for a bully in this group to come jump you.
No doubt.
But when it's a group of y'all too, it's the odds become a little even.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? We are the majority of the people on this planet. If we look at ourselves as the same. Yeah. So I see why you feel that way. But the moment that the majority of us understand that we are a global people, and the problems that they face in Detroit, they face in South Africa. They face in Europe. They face in China. Wherever black people are located.
Hella in China lately. Hella in China lately.
Let me piggyback off that, bro. And I hope I'm dead fucking wrong. I hope I'm dead wrong that we can't win. But, I mean, goddamn.
I mean, yeah, the odds, yeah. I mean, because we have to fight we have to even fight to convince each other to fight.
Exactly. And that's where I'm stuck at.
Real spill right there.
That's my thing right there. Because we gotta fuss over each other to get this shit. We gotta get unified already instead of already being unified. You know what I'm saying? We already gotta get unified, and it's so hard for us to do it because
somebody continues to educate us. Somebody else teach us. From the time that we babies, all through our life, the movies teach us. And somebody else is in control of that. So as long as we continue to let outside forces control our minds, that's the most powerful thing.
But see,
somebody's knocking on the door.
No doubt.
My thing is, I don't believe.
I ain't expecting nobody.
I don't believe it's the outside force.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I ain't expecting nobody.
Is that the rated R superstar?
I don't know. I ain't expecting nobody though. He'll call you.
But anyway, what was I going to say?
It's for you.
It is.
It's really not. You know what I'm saying? Us.
Say feet.
Okay.
It is.
Ain't the cops is.
Say feet.
Yeah.
Your sign out here.
Oh, okay. The cops again, man. Like, man, goddamn.
All right, we gonna let Angry Man get back to his point and shit.
Yeah, because I gotta make this point.
But all of these things are true though. I think maybe the essential part is that we got to figure out a way to put our own shit together.
Yeah.
But also, like what I was talking about this past Sunday on the Beers, Bourbon, Whiskey podcast, which hopefully I can get a good edit out of it because the cameras kept fucking up. But like it's about this whole politics thing, this whole voting thing, dog. I'm back to this shit again, bro. They was talking me out of this shit on Sunday. And they was making it make sense and shit, but in real life, I really don't feel like I'm go vote for a president. Like I really don't feel like I am. And then now at this point, with this shit keep happening, it's two things that's got to be on my shit. Like for any candidate, for me to take any candidate seriously, it's got to be a serious conversation about fucking reparations. And it's got to be a serious conversation about what the fuck to do with these fucking rogue police officers. Because you can do all the criminal justice reform that you want to, but if niggas not even making it to court, what fucking difference do it make? If they're not even making it to court.
I feel what you're saying, bro, but I see this the shit. Now talk about. They not gonna do shit because they haven't did shit already. They see it now. With the camera phones now, everybody got a fucking camera. Everybody see it. It's in our face. And we as a motherfuckers, we see it and we not fucking unified. We ain't.
But see, that's the point. I apologize for leaving. I thought that was the cops.
We ain't unified worth of hell.
But like
I was saying, just shut this motherfucker down. I'm gonna tell you, real spill though, before you get into that shit, dog. Any of my niggas, like in real life, if I'm somewhere and niggas getting arrested, like I'm comfortable in saying that if we all got to go down out there, it's going down. I'm not about to be recording this shit. Right. I'm gonna get this nigga off your neck, bro. Like I don't know if we all about to get tased, shot, motherfucking pepper sprayed or whatever, but my nigga, you not about to get choked out by a nigga knee on your neck. Like I'm not letting it happen. Right. Like somebody else can record this shit. Right. You know, and that's a whole nother conversation.
And I don't think they was together. The dude that was recording was
no, but still, like they together because we black. Shit. So get this nigga off this motherfucker,
and that's
bro.
the point I'm leading up to, and that's why I keep I'm telling him that I agree with what he's saying, but I want him to see what I'm saying, which piggyback off what you always say. I'm not worried about losing the fight to them. We losing the fight to ourselves because we won't do exactly what you're saying. We won't get together to have the big fight. That's why we keep
Prove
losing.
me wrong. Prove me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. But until this point, to what I see, I'm a visual motherfucker. I go by what I see.
Right.
What's in front of my eyes that can't lie to me, bro.
You know what I'm saying? As powerful as Martin Luther King was.
Yeah.
Infiltrated by our own goddamn people.
Yeah.
As powerful as Malcolm X was. Infiltrated by our own goddamn people. We do this shit to ourselves. That's why I said we're not going to win this fight.
We do it to ourselves, influenced by the outside, though.
Yeah, I mean, Mexicans won't let you come nowhere near they shit. Chinese people won't let you come nowhere near they shit. True. It's like me and Kodak Lee say all the time. We'll come up with the perfect plan to do it, but give away the goddamn game plan.
And we ain't gonna do it.
We'll give away the fucking game plan.
Like, I want to see action. Hell no. Like, I want to see action, bro.
We talk too goddamn much.
Yeah, that's one of the things I had learned. I was a part of this organization, and they set it up in a way in which you're judged by the work that you do. So they learn from the COINTELPRO movement, and they learn from what happened to leaders like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Patrice Lumumba, all these other different leaders, and they set things in place. So I think what needs to happen is we need to get to work. And that's why I live my life trying to like show by example, because I came out and I was rah-rah and I was in people's face like trying to have political conversations, but a lot of people they turn away from that. So like our brother just said, he learned by what he see. So what I started to do is, okay, so all these ways of life that I feel will help us move towards the struggle, like being able to grow our own food, being healthy so we ain't got to go to the institutions that kill ourselves.
I know, right?
Come on. Learning how to defend ourselves, getting guns, normalizing guns, not criminalizing guns, you know what I'm saying? All these things that I feel that we need that's going to aid in our liberation struggle, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? I feel myself doing it, I show it. Like, this is my life. Yeah. So I'm not in your face saying I'm Malcolm or we need to do it. I'm just showing it. This way of life is going to benefit the whole, you know what I mean? So I feel like if everybody who has this idea that we can do better, if they just start doing better themselves, they're going to affect people around them, and that's how we can make change, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Even though that's not the win that we beat the other people, but we're strengthening ourselves. So we can begin to have these kind of conversations like, hey, man. It's this movie that said, it was a spook that sat by the door. I think it was made in the 1970s. And it showed like guerrilla warfare. And it showed how, but they was organized. So it's ways in which we can fight once we begin to organize and educate ourselves. For sure. And I know it's hard to just teach another man or woman to do something that's an adult, but if they see me, be like, yeah, you know, I ain't never think of that. Or I ain't never think of that. And
no doubt, nigga. On that tip, the same shit that you talking about, this is the same shit that Kodak Lee been on forever. Same shit that my nigga Bo been on and shit. Like, this nigga trying to put this whole shit together.
I'm about to put some shit together. Just with everything you just said.
Everything you just said,
We can have that
and another thing about
twice a week.
About what Day Soon just said though is something that was real without preaching to a nigga. Like, I honestly saw this nigga, like, I mean, I saw this brother. No, fuck, I'm gonna talk like I talk. I seen this nigga on Facebook planting like shit out of scraps. And I told motherfuckers though, I'm like, dog, he growing shit inside the house. Off scraps, nigga. Like, so like he's showing niggas like how to live like in real life. Same shit Kodak Lee been showing us and shit. For years. So we got the niggas in our circle, and I think everybody need people like that, like in your circle, and just to change that whole ideology, just like you said about normalizing guns. I think this is the truth. Like, me and Bo had this conversation on our last podcast, was about like how the criminal element has always been attached to guns for us. Like when you came up as a kid, a nigga had a gun, wasn't supposed to have it, it was involved in some criminal activity, or if it was in the house, you were forbade to even touch it, to even understand it. But what you need to do is start normalizing it so you know how to use it, know how to disarm it, know how to arm it safely. And because like at the end of the day, I might have an 11 or a 12-year-old kid in the crib, and he might be the one that got to grab this motherfucker and get niggas off me. So, like, he need to know how to use it and not be afraid of it. And you got to decriminalize it and shit.
Yeah, we got to retrain ourselves.
Yes,
and that's
exactly.
That's one thing that I don't think a lot of people, you know, not a lot of people, a lot of black people are willing to do. Because it goes, I mean, I may come off to this guy as an ignorant motherfucker.
No, not at all.
But I'm just saying, the one thing that kills me about us is we don't want to do shit when we're told to do it.
Yeah. I know
you know what I'm saying? As soon as somebody tells us to do it, we don't want to do that shit. And then we want to do shit when they tell us that we can't do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's how they control us too.
Yeah. You know what I mean? As soon as they tell us we can't do something, like with the little outbreak, can't go outside. Motherfuckers mad now. You know what I mean?
Because you can't.
Yeah, before
don't want to go outside any fucking
You ain't want to go nowhere in the first motherfucking place. You know what I'm saying?
For
But
sure.
we have to literally retrain ourselves. And like this man says it all the fucking time.
All the time.
It starts at home.
Start at the crib,
My man Bo said The Art of Guerrilla Warfare by J.J. Tucker. He said we have to buy that.
Okay.
All right, I'm putting that on my list, man. The Art of Guerrilla Warfare. You know what we gonna do too, man? I'm gonna check it out myself. I'm gonna grab it, and then I think I'll get another copy, and we get that shit away one of these days on the show. Because that's the type of shit we do.
It's just pissing me off, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, goddamn.
This nigga Larry Revenge checked in. He said, "There's too many of us that are Candace Owens at hearts, and too many misguided. So as I hear you, intelligent brothers, we gonna have to start to unify ourselves and show others." That's the truth. I mean, the thing is,
it's like what this man, it's like what he talking about.
Yeah.
You know, just what he's saying. But like I said, man, I mean, it hurts me to say that. You know what I mean? Because like you always say, we ain't gonna do what we got to do
to get to that point to even have the fight.
You know what I'm
saying? Like we gotta fight the war right here first, bro.
Now see, Rita said something, and Rita, I feel what you're saying, but like to a degree, I a little bit disagree. Because she said the government expects us to react. We got to be smarter. I feel that, but sometimes nigga, we still just got to react, bro. Like
we gotta
fuck all that.
We gotta clean up our house first before we go out there and try to get this shit done.
Yeah.
Like he's saying. And when I say clean up our house, our communities. Yeah. You know what I mean? People hate when I say, you know, I had a long debate with a guy when I say I blame a lot of these churches and schools. Yeah. I do. And then I blame a lot of the people that's in the community for not leaning on those churches. Yeah. You know what I mean? I blame the church for not saying, hey,
lean on me.
You a single parent, bring your kid here. We'll feed your kid. You know, we'll babysit your kid.
It used to be like that.
Say what they used to.
It used to be like that, yeah.
And
not no more.
Now some churches, bro, it's all about the dollar. You know what I'm saying?
You got some of these
taxes, tax refunds, and all that shit.
Or do one service, then fly to Chicago
and do another
goddamn service.
Big business.
Then fly to Atlanta and do another goddamn service. And then you walk 2 blocks down and it ain't no goddamn houses on the block.
Yeah.
And it's a church on the corner. And it's a church going, no houses on the block, but it's a church still there.
Well, that's one thing we'll have, church and liquor store.
Sure. And you flying all over the goddamn place, trying to, you know, preach the good word, and you got people right next door to you that's fucking suffering. But you won't let them in because some churches won't let you in if you ain't got the right proper clothes on. I thought it said come as you are.
Now that shit is definitely unacceptable.
So this cop, bro. I want to say something about this cop. We've been talking about for a minute, bro. We ain't said nothing about
what is it to say?
That he was deliberately killing this man, bro.
No, but we know that.
And he just fired. At this point.
I mean, yeah, at this point.
At this point, he just fired. Let it been you. I see so many cases of white cops talking down white people and the white people swinging on them, jumping on them, spitting at them, doing all kinds of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Soon as one of us even fucking say something, it's your ass, boy. Yeah. I like just like that.
I mean, that nigga's reaction though, bro. Like,
his reaction.
His reaction was priceless.
His
reaction was Americans' reaction.
Yep.
I think it's literally like 2 Americas where you either a slave or you free. You know what I mean? And that's the ultimate reality of it. And I think the people who live in free America look at the slaves just how they look at them. That's why they can continuously do this to black people and nothing happens. That's why black people can sit there and watch it and film it and do nothing because they understand their relationship to power. Yeah. And I think that we have to like how you said, organize ourselves in order to begin to do something about it. You know what I mean?
And that's why I say it's never gonna happen, bro.
I posted a video on my.
I would love to see. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I posted a video on my Facebook today of I guess like the people will call it rioting, but I call it resistance. You see young kids throwing police, you know, the bullets through, not bullets, but bricks and stuff through the police cars.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Fighting back against the police. Same thing happened when Mike Brown was killed. You know, they're not going to show it on news. I went to St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? They had tanks down there. People was fighting against tanks with whatever that they had. Yeah. So people are fighting, but you know, they're not going to show it.
No.
Right.
You know, because that's going to inspire other people to fight. You know what I mean? So when we keep saying like, show me, I think the more thing will be like, how can I do something? You know
media control. If we didn't have these cell phones, bro, we wouldn't hear about these stories, bro.
Yeah.
We want to hear about. They would sweep that shit up under the rug somewhere. They try to put so much like bullshit like this riot, bro. These dudes are preaching out there too. You know what I'm saying? They having interviews. They talking. They not just doing this shit just to be doing it, bro. And I just don't understand fucking up my own shit though. I don't. This a different thing from.
Well, no, they was actually at the police station. Yeah, so
well, when we say fucking up our own shit, they names ain't on them D's and titles.
Right, none of us really are shit.
You know what I mean? And a lot of those businesses too, when they do go, they treat it like shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's not their shit.
Yeah.
And then I think the narrative from the news call it looting and rioting. But when white people go down there and burn shit up at the Super Bowl, what's that?
Right. Celebration. We got Tiff jumping in on live and shit. Y'all can't see her. Y'all can probably hear her though, hopefully. I think she coming in and see what she about to say. Then we go get into like some real reactions off the video. Tiff, what up though?
What up though?
Y'all can
What
hear
up, y'all?
What up though?
Oh yeah, they can hear you. That's what's up. Good ass potato salad, Tiff.
She got that tater salad.
You got that tater salad.
That tater salad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so look, I wanted to join because I wanted to touch on what was just said about they don't want to show us, they don't want us to see the resistance,
Right.
because then we're gonna resist. And that's the main thing I've been arguing. I don't know if you've been paying attention to like my post, like when it happened. Every time it happened, I have a problem with the video being shown over and us tagging each other and sharing it, tagging and sharing and screenshot. And that's to my point. They trying to show it.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, whoever
Right.
the fuck, they're gonna allow us to show it.
But they cut a nigga video off for playing some music and shit though. But they ain't cutting that motherfucker off though, right? I feel you.
They want us to be desensitized to it, to the point where it's gonna be like, oh, such and such got killed by the police.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It was literally a fucking lynching, dog. And this is what I was telling Angry Man last night. It was a fucking lynching, dog.
Yeah.
And they want that shit to be seen more than we wanted to be seen. Honestly,
You know what?
Yeah, that was
COVID deaths like that.
yeah.
And then like when I said we got to retrain ourselves, that I mean this is going to be a real big fight and a real big step. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to go back to kindergarten. and what I mean, no, seriously, what I mean by that is we're gonna have to, start having people do what you guys are saying, teaching these kids how to, arm themselves.
Adults too. Shit.
Also,
Yeah.
Everybody always disagree with me when I say this. We need to start being on these police forces. We need to start getting good men to protect ourselves.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
it functions the way that it was designed to function, and you're not gonna be able to go in there and infiltrate it and change it. It operates. We gotta understand its inception.
They gonna start grabbing on to that blue code just like the rest of these motherfuckers.
Nah, but see, now
gang.
Organization, you have to operate by that code.
There are some good cops out there.
Yeah,
I know,
But they can't change the game because once they get in that blue code,
I'm not asking you to change the game.
Nigga, what's the point of infiltrating if you ain't changed the game?
You have to try to change, but now we both on the other side. Now you have to change the perception. Because if we go outside right now and a cop roll up the street, the first thing we're going to say, the fuck is he doing over here?
What he want?
It ain't even supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be, what's up, officer?
No, but we got to understand
we got
to understand their history and how they were even created. They created to serve the haves, not the have-nots.
I mean,
they function. That's why you can't go into a grocery store and grab something.
No, but see,
I'm listening.
no, but see, and I said that to say that, to get this point. Y'all said that, it goes back to what I said earlier. That's why we're not going to win.
Because
here we go.
No, that's like
that's
saying,
why we're not going. I set you up for that. I set you
no,
up for
that's
that.
like saying
Why we're not going to win.
I'm from Iraq, but I need to join the United States military in order to infiltrate that to get them to stop going to Iraq and shooting them.
You're not going to win.
I mean, but
I see what you're saying.
I have to infiltrate the police for it. No, as a community. No, look, listen, hear me out. As a community, if the community demanded that the people in that police their community, they have to hire them. They have to say what they look like. They have to be able to have the power to fire or discipline these people. That's how we can change the police force, not by putting on a uniform and have to go abide by these rules or anything like that.
But we still need that protection.
Because we're not saying that ain't no bad teachers, but the kids still ain't learning shit.
I mean, let's start at home.
Word.
So what I'm saying,
start at the crib.
No, but I'm saying, but to say that to change the way that just because they got some good cops, that's cool. Because even in that video in Minnesota, the cop who is putting his knee on the guy's neck, his officer, he ain't doing. He just looking.
Dog, that was the weakest shit ever.
He probably a good cop in his mind.
Because, like I said, I didn't have cops
that was the weakest shit ever.
That just take care of, try to, men kids and mold kids.
Yeah, we not denying that at all.
You know what I'm saying?
There's always
but my
good
thing
people.
we need more OTs, nigga.
Yeah,
we need more OTs and more car.
Tiff, what was you getting ready to say?
No, I was about to to just make a point about the good cop, bad cop stuff. Like right now, like in this moment, right now, as we speak at 10:42 a.m., I guess the neighbors or something is arguing. I don't know. And I don't know who called the police. But I just got off of Instagram with you for like 2 seconds and came back because my father came to the bottom of the stairs and was like, Tiff, are you upstairs? And I'm like, yeah, I'm upstairs. What's going on? He was like, I'm just making sure you upstairs. He said, because there's police outside and they running through the backyard. And I want to make sure you wasn't in the backyard.
Bro, that's crazy. Yeah, you got to even be scared. Like a nigga that called the police and you got to do a wellness check on every family member in your house because you don't know what the fuck going on.
So what if my son was home? What if my son was home and I said take the trash out?
Right, and he outside taking the trash out and
Exactly.
all of a sudden,
Exactly.
And that shit crazy though, man. That shit like
crazy ass shit.
Them motherfuckers is like criminals damn near, dog. For real.
And that's why I say you need to get more positive motherfuckers to join the force.
As a community, we just need to demand more from
or police our own. We got to police our own, and we got to police the police.
Yes.
So it all starts from us being organized.
Yes.
Once we organize ourselves, we can
tell me when that gonna happen.
That's exactly what I'm
going. How about this? It can start with me, and it can start with you, and that's two people
for sure.
And then I understand. You and I can get a lot of shit done, just me and you.
For sure. 100%.
And I guarantee you that when I start getting shit done, somebody else gonna come and see that and want to do it too.
100%. 100%. But check this out.
He might see this work and he be like, you know what?
It's gonna be a lot of people against us too.
Of course.
A lot of our people against us.
Of course. But I mean,
and no matter how much progress we make, this is what I'm talking about.
Hey, these niggas live today, ain't they?
This is what I'm talking about. Me and you can link up and we can do some great shit.
Yeah.
And then like next thing you know, we got another 100 motherfucking black folks over here that ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, I'm
gonna be fighting against us, bro.
We might have 5 more that join us.
I might be there.
But my thing, we gotta get all together,
I
baby.
know, but it starts all together. But it starts somewhere.
Oh, we can start because I'm willing to start. I already know.
Wait. I gotta read all these motherfucking comments real quick. My man Bill say, I see a cop with their knee on anyone stroke like that. Period. They gonna have a Lawrence Taylor bum rush cover their way real quick. That's for sure. I think that it should have been some kind of reaction there. Yes. I think it was enough people.
Afraid.
It's enough people filming. Like you got to get over that shit though. Like it's enough people filming. We just you gotta get that nigga off his neck like that. Rita said, I'm sorry. If I was at the scene, I would have pushed the cop off of him. I don't give a fuck if they kill me. Wrong is wrong. We got to stand for something. That's real talk, though. And I don't want to take nothing away from the people who was filming. Like, I understand. In the moment, adrenaline and fear, like, those are real things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not shitting on nobody, but, like, at some point, somebody needed to have, like, intervene and shit. And it would have just had to have went down the way it went down. Yeah. Square said, let some of the hood figures, put some numbers on his head instead of perks and wing. Avenge these brothers for sure. Bo said organizing sales is smarter, especially when you're outnumbered. That's why you have to find your 10% when they are weakened. Then you organize. That's for sure. For sure. Let me see. YND Hundreds. What up though? Says so. Look, do you think if a black boy was shot in the face for absolutely nothing on camera, clear as day, and they let him off easy, would that be enough to fire them or to really start busting? I don't know. Like, what will really make us react the way that I feel like we should react?
It has to happen to you because people react in these places.
Shit, what else got to happen?
I mean, right? Yeah. What else?
It's kind of like we like I said, we have to reprogram ourselves because even like with this little virus going on. Motherfuckers ain't taking it seriously until it affects them personally. Yeah. And that's one of our biggest problems as a people. We don't take shit seriously until it affects us personally. Because I hate being the devil advocate over here, but I gotta keep saying this shit. Yeah. We got that I don't give a fuck mentality. It's just like you guys saying, you two can hook up and get together, you can find 5 more people. It's gonna be 6 of them gonna say, you ain't telling me what to do. That's why. That's what I mean by we have to reprogram ourselves.
But you have people who have a mindset,
right? Or if it's gonna benefit the individual.
If I ain't, and she perfectly right. If I ain't getting shit out of it, nigga, what the fuck? That's just how we think.
Oh damn, I'm tripping. I forgot Drake got I forgot he ain't got no headphones, so he can't hear it. I forgot. I'm like,
she
yelling like mother.
Oh, somebody talking to me.
Yeah, she on IG there. You can't hear it.
What the fuck I'm gonna get out of it, nigga? I ain't about to do that shit. We have that, and that's why I mean, by reprogramming ourselves.
I think it go back to what Bo say all the time and shit. Like, we got to start worrying about bringing the masses with us and get our 10% and roll with that shit, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I think that, again, I said this shit, and I'm saying that for sure with us. Like, maybe I'm not so certain. I think I am, though. I think I am. But I know if it's one of us, though, I'm not letting this motherfucker knee this nigga to death. Like, even if I didn't know this man, I think that it's not happening. Because I know from back in fucking Rodney King era and shit, I know that getting motherfuckers on tape don't help. So I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? It was like niggas is getting killed on live.
My man, you see the smug look at my man's face as he just rested on his neck.
Dog, his foot was twitching because he grinding that thing in his neck.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I say ain't shit gonna change. Yeah. What has changed? And outside of the fact, back in the day, you just didn't have cell phones. Let's
go back even a little bit further in that situation though. What the fuck happened anyway? They said that they thought the nigga that he possibly had wrote a fraudulent check.
Or tried to cash
a fraudulent check or some bullshit like this. Bruh, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then now you know they released another video at the beginning of the arrest. The shit didn't look like he was resisting shit to me. I don't understand what happened.
He was getting in the damn
He in handcuffs.
He was in handcuffs. They set him on the side of the building. Yeah. He already in handcuffs, sitting down.
Justifiable homicide in their eyes.
Dog, it don't make no sense.
And that's what I said.
And what about the motherfucking police officer that's standing next to them though?
There's another one on his dick because he hollered my dick, my throat, my dick and my throat.
I gotta be like, look, cuz he's up off of him.
You said the magic words last night. You said the magic words You said the one magic word.
What?
Lynching. They have
some lynching. Oh, that's for sure.
For how long? It hasn't changed.
My man was posing for the camera, bro. That's lynching. Y'all know that. Y'all know that popular motherfucking photo.
Yeah.
With the two niggas hanging and the motherfucker and the white people smiling for the camera and shit. Even with little. Yes, with the hands on their hips, little white kids and shit smiling and shit. That's exactly what that was.
Dog, like I said, it's not gonna change until God hit the reset button. If it hasn't changed from
what if we don't wait for God? We hit the reset this bitch ourselves.
That's exactly what's got to happen.
This is why I think history is so important. When we look at the last 500 years and see that the way life has been, there's been thousands of years prior to that where black people were thriving and living successful lives. So this is just a small glimmer in world history. You know what I mean? So if the world can be something prior to this, for thousands of years, then the world can go back to something else. But it has to take people to believe that it can happen. I mean, I was having a conversation with my dad and his brothers, and they say the same thing. It'll never happen. And if the majority of our people already make it up in their mind that it won't happen, they won't even fucking try it. Yeah. So that's part of the problem right there. Just even have that defeatist mindset that it won't happen. Right. I die trying.
Dog, we talked about that shit last night, just about things in general. Like, anything that you want to do is like, I would definitely rather say I tried and it didn't work than say like, damn, I wish I hadn't. You know what I'm saying? But
what we got to lose?
Real quick though, a little comic relief though. This nigga Derek, man. My man D Will, dog. This nigga say if we get the Lions to join forces with the police, we will automatically.
God damn it, Derek! God damn it, Derek!
A little comic relief, bro. God damn.
I knew I should have got out and punched your ass when I saw you the other goddamn day.
Duh, my man D Will though.
What's up, D Will? What's up, man?
All right, so YND Hunted said, crazy part about it is that some niggas are justifying and say he could have been a killer, but hold on, damn. He said, but bro, they want to avoid the fuck shit that's obviously going on, but people need more proof. Fuck you mean you need proof? That's what I'm saying. Like,
sick ball syndrome.
I don't need to. Like, I don't give a fuck if he murdered 99 motherfuckers before they put him in handcuffs.
Let the judge tell him that.
Like, Charles Manson died in prison and shit.
Dylan Roof killed all those people in church. They gave him a cheeseburger and a bulletproof.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He said, bro, if God was real and we are his people, he wouldn't let this happen. It's a fake aid. Oh, shit.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, shit. My man Bo said religion is one of the reasons we're in this. Stop praying and show more action. So, again, I always say this. Like, it's certainly a difference between spirituality and religion. Like, religion for sure is like is a tool of control to me. Sure. Like, it always have been. Now you can have a spiritual connection without being in a religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, religion is different.
Question where our concepts of God came from too.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And I think that religion has hurt us in a lot of ways.
For sure.
Removing the power from ourselves and giving it to someone else. Therefore, we will forever be waiting on somebody else to come do things for us. Instead of understanding, it even say that the power of the Most High resides within. You know what I'm saying? If you and your mind can make it up to do something, then it will happen. You can use the creator. You know, you create things. You make them happen, you know what I mean? And I think spirituality gives you the strength needed to recognize that power within yourself.
Yeah, no doubt.
For sure.
I agree with that shit. And religion just came in as the actual tool, though. Like, it's a divisive tool.
Yeah.
Just like everything else.
It's organized out of ignorance, which you don't know. That's how they control you.
Dog,
Because you don't know.
you don't
and
know.
they can tell you everything. And they can tell you, in order to get to your salvation, this is the way that
Right.
you have to do it.
Right, you
And
gotta work by faith.
Everybody has to understand that even any relationship that you have, you experience it. You figure out how the relationship works best for you.
Yeah.
So how can someone else tell me how to connect with God? Only I can do that.
Right.
But the whole way in which it's taught is it's a way that we give the power to somebody else. Hand it over to the Lord and let Him work it out.
For sure.
And He never seems to do it.
No, real shit right there. Real shit.
Threw that one under there.
Never seems to get that shit
Never
together.
steps in. Never steps in.
But you know, just to say something about exactly what you just said. What I was taught is the reason why God let these things happen, because He gave everybody their own mind. You know what I mean? Because the thing of it was, from what I was taught, you know, He's not, you know, God is not really, you know, coming back Himself. You know what I'm saying? He gave you a mind, gave you a mind, gave you a mind, and those minds, okay, come to me. I gave you this. Your mind is to be taught to come to me. You know what I mean? So each individual is not going to say, you're going to have a lot of people saying what you just said. Fuck God, I ain't doing it.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say fuck out, but I go by visual.
No, but I'm
like
just
I
saying,
said, all the time.
Nigga about to get struck down in this
No, there are
bitch.
people out there that saying
me.
fuck religion. I ain't doing it. I don't believe in it. It's a lot of people that don't. Because think about it. Think about it. We contradict ourselves so much, dog. We talk about unification, this, that, and the other, but let a Jehovah's Witness knock on your door, you run, you hide.
Because where is that Jehovah's Witness trying to lead me to?
You don't know.
I do
You
know they come to my door.
You don't answer the door.
They come to my door. I talk to them. I talk to them. They hate when they come to my door.
That nigga say you don't know.
I go out there and sit with them, and I have a whole kind of
And
conversation
that's
with
half
them.
of that 10% Bo talking about. But like I said, think about how many
10%,
people
right.
I literally run when these people are out here pounding the fucking pavement. When how many people speed off when you see a Muslim trying to come up to your car to give you a newspaper and talk to you? You would run a red light before you sit there and talk to that motherfucker.
Hey, that fruit be good to sell though.
You know what I'm saying?
Big Nasty 0438 said it become a point of morals. You have to stand for humanity and care about people, dog.
For sure.
Ahmed Square said, "My God told me vengeance will be mine. I'm just gonna help him out."
There you go.
Rita said, "Right, you had the power to start it and you had the power to stop it." Dog, just this whole shit, bro. First, let me go back to like the whole video and shit. We was talking about this shit yesterday or whatever, and you know me, I don't like to look at the shit, so I kind of put it off the whole day. And I was like, if we go talk about this shit today, I'm gonna have to watch the video. And I'm not gonna say that I'm mad I did, but at the end of the day, though, I watched that motherfucking video, nigga, and I think I explained this shit in my post and shit. Like, when I was posting that shit, I was typing fast as hell. Like, my motherfucking fingers had blisters on it. Because, like, I ain't never experienced them kind of emotions.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in the phone hollering at the phone
Dog,
like
right.
somebody get him off of him.
Dog, I didn't
like
know.
get him off. Somebody they just watching this shit. Like get him off of him.
And that's why I
still
said
haven't watched
they're
it.
gonna
I
keep
refuse to
letting
watch
us look at it.
Right, yeah,
They
for
want
sure.
us to be desensitized. They want us to be like, oh,
That
another black man got killed.
that shit ain't desensitized me. That made me angry, nigga.
Well, I mean, yeah, you know, but for the masses,
For the match, yeah, it's just another one.
Cause today Beyonce could drop a goddamn music video and ain't nobody gonna talk about this man.
Then Beyonce gonna drop a new song. Go forget all about that shit.
You gonna forget about it. You know I'm telling the truth.
No,
You know I'm
it's-
telling the
The
truth.
government covering our ass with this shit anyway. They are. They pulling blinders right over black folks, and black folks are not paying attention. You know, like how my man getting killed, this, that, and the other. Shut up, I'll give you a check.
Man, that's why I don't understand. We
Shut up,
always
I'ma give you
blaming
another
shit,
check.
bro. We always
Shut
got
up,
the
I'ma give you
fucking.
another check.
We always got the. We always know. Hey, we know this going on. We know this going on. We know this. This is happening. This happen. No, we don't do shit. We don't ever have the solution, bro. We always talk about this shit, bro. Nobody had a blueprint on motherfucking life, bro. We all winging this bitch, bro. And we winging this bitch together, bro. And there's no stopping us, bro. We built this bitch, bro. And I don't understand how and it pisses me off. And that's why I say, as a people, bro, I'm scared what's not gonna happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm scared it's not gonna happen. I'm willing to march. I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to do all that shit, bro. But dog, it's not gonna happen. That's I'm gonna have 13 other motherfuckers saying, "Well, he did crack in his lifetime." I ain't never did crack shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I believe in starting off with the stuff that people can identify with. Say, for instance, like you live on a certain block, and in that block there's a store. And at that store, somebody works there that don't look like us, and they don't patronize us. Nothing ever comes back. So how about we organize our community and say, we're going to stop patronizing this store until that motherfucker go out of business after sell that bitch. And once he sell it, we going to buy that bitch. And once we buy it, now we hiring people in the community to work at that store. That's small, but that's organizing. That's learning how to run a state. You know what I mean? So that's organization.
And I totally agree, but the first thing we're going to say, shit.
I'm not giving them niggas my money.
You took the word right out of my mouth.
I can't hear her.
She said somebody gonna be like, I ain't giving them niggas my money.
I mean, but then that person is not involved.
Is that right? Exactly. Them the ones you gotta leave behind.
And even if I'm the one that have to do it by myself, somebody will come knocking on that motherfucking door looking for a job, and I'm gonna give it to him.
But it's gonna take a nigga to come into our shit that's organizing together and just fucking stab everybody.
You see it every day. You see it every day.
Everybody.
You see it every
And that's what my fear is.
You see it more than I do. I know you see. What I'm getting ready to say. You see it more than I do. It's like you said with the black business. Hey man, let me get that chicken sandwich, dog. Go ahead and just throw it to me. Damn, you can't hook a nigga up.
It irritates the shit out of me, bro. Like some people I stop talking to because motherfucker like. I'm trying to have something here, like trying to make something for us, bro. And motherfuckers like.
So you just can't give a nigga a whole brisket.
You don't go to McDonald's and ask for motherfucker.
You can't just give a nigga a whole brisket. You know what I'm saying?
You don't go to McDonald's. You don't go to none of these other fucking establishments and fucking say, give me some shit. For free. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
Like you said, we have to reprogram ourselves. So that way, when they come in the store, their standards. No, we don't do that. Sorry.
Right,
no, we don't do that. Sorry. If we would like to do, this is what we offer. We have to. We have to learn how to not take that shit personal too. We understand what we dealing with. So what we have to understand as business owners and people who have products, people. I sell a lot of stuff. People try to nickel and dime me and try to get me to give them stuff all the goddamn time. You know, I tell them no. And I keep selling it to motherfuckers that buy. You know what I mean? And those are people who I worry about. You know what I mean? Because we already know that's going to happen.
More black businesses need to be like that.
I know, and like I said, what I'm trying to do, I ain't trying to tell nobody shit. This is what I'm doing. This is how I think it helps me, and maybe it'll help you. And what I've been noticing is people have been gravitating towards me. Hey man, I got this going on, I got that going on, and I've been linking up with people and doing shit.
But by saying no, brother, that's part of the reprogramming.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. By telling that man, no, I can't do that for you. That's part of the reprogramming. Yeah. Like, no, my brother, I can't do this for you right now. Yeah, I can't do this. Yep. You know what I mean? Like you said, you need a job, I give you a job.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if I ain't sold all my food, if you and your family hungry, I give you.
We have to change the way in which we deal with each other.
Because
maybe somebody not gonna listen to me talk politics, but like you said, if I could put some food on this table, you might come to the next meeting and say, "What the motherfucker got to say?" You know?
Right.
And that's part of the reprogramming.
And it's the small things. Yeah. They go.
You got me. Right. You got me. Hey, get this motherfucker out the studio, man. Don't nobody get me in the studio, man. Don't nobody get me in the studio.
I was shit, man. We didn't already sparked it up for an hour, man. It's 11. I know my man Money got to shoot to the bar, man. Of course, it is Wednesday, man, so make sure you pull up or call in 586-585-1124, man. Order some of the best smokehouse food in the city, man.
I'm about to do 50 cent wings today. Holla at me. I got 50 cent
50
wings.
50 cent wings? Dog, did y'all hear that shit?
In the building.
Oh, shit.
All right, y'all heard it from the man himself. 50 cent wings, dog. Easy Street Saloon, 586-585-1124, man. Call in and get you an order. Real quick, I'm going to read these last couple comments, then we going to go around the block and get up out of here. My man Dre checked in. He said, and I got a team. Shit, hold on. Wait. He said, I am afraid for my team, especially since he is quick-tempered. That's for sure, man. Like, all of those things, damn. Oh shit, my fucking IG live went off already. Forgot it was only on for an hour. But yeah, he said because he's quick tempered and shit. And that's crazy that you gotta really even think about that shit like in the first place. Cause like it's so many quick tempered like white people that always amazingly make it to they next stop. Yeah. But anyway, Bo said emotion is a good thing. Jiu-jitsu has to be channeled correctly. Don't deny yourself your emotions. No, for sure. Jiu-jitsu.
What nigga know how to spell jiu-jitsu?
Oh, I'm lying. Maybe he meant to say just.
Oh.
My bad. I thought he said jiu-jitsu.
What the fuck? I was confused.
God, he said it just has to be channeled correctly. I read that shit wrong. My bad.
Oh, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I fucked that one up. That was my bad, dog. YND Hunters say, hold on, where we at? I missed it somewhere. Say, will it be a goal for all of us if we have one nigga busting cops and corrupt government officials all recorded, or will we talk or will we bust? Dog, I don't know, man. I don't.
A lot of these niggas don't talk. I'm gonna tell you the truth. First thing they gonna do is talk. Everything we do is media control. We media control, bro. The media controllers, they tell us what to see. They tell us what to see. Like my man said, he went down to the riots and he saw the shit that motherfucker was standing for stuff. But you'll never see that part of the whole situation. All you can see is the rock throwing and the motherfuckers being angry.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But see, you know, another thing, man, that pisses me off. Our resources are there.
Yeah.
We have enough educated black people. We have enough
rich black people.
I was gonna black folks with money.
Yeah.
We're just not doing it.
We got a lot of black bodies with white minds.
Damn.
Okay.
And that does us
Right,
no good.
damn.
What'd he say?
No,
Right.
That
That's
does us no good.
I mean, because you're
serious.
not gonna tell me there's not enough rich black folks for us to change shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna go small and think about that motherfucking athlete that just signed a $24 million contract. Mm-hmm. He could change a whole lot of shit.
But best believe
and that's just small.
In his ear saying, nigga, if you do that,
I'm
taking it back.
Oh,
Right.
So the people who have made enough money, they should be able to now say, all right, nigga, you ain't writing my checks no more, so I can do whatever the fuck. But it's not a lot of those people that exist.
I mean, it's a lot of examples out there. Like, I love Marshawn Lynch, man. You know what I mean? Because this motherfucker didn't spend an NFL check.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying? He
for
saved
sure
all
back to his
this
community.
money. Yep,
For
and he
sure.
took. I mean, I hate LeBron James on the basketball court.
Yeah.
But outside of the court, he's a good guy, man.
Yeah,
Look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If more people adapted to it, and then on the flip side, black folks, just because somebody is helping you, that don't mean you gotta put your fucking hand out all that damn time.
True that.
You know what I mean?
All of those facts are true.
I mean,
All those facts are true.
LeBron James is doing what he can. He can't take care of the world. He's
Right.
sending kids to college. You know, he's making sure these kids got clothes and food and shit.
Giving them school, building schools.
You
and
know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Not
Jalen
prisons
Rose.
like motherfucking Michael
My
Jordan.
man Jalen Rose don't get enough fucking love.
Nope.
Oh yeah, that's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he's doing what he can. You got to think these people are doing what they can. So when they start doing what they can, it's time for you to take a little advantage and get off your ass to do what you can to help not one. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit back and keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Take what they giving you and then go ahead and handle your business.
Yeah.
YND said, "Can you explain to me why my uncle is black but acts white? Lives white, never comes around his black family, works for private white corporations. Why is he whited out but dark as a Nigerian?" It's a frame of mind, bro. Like it really is a frame of mind.
Yeah, and I wouldn't. You know, I mean, that's funny.
It's funny as hell, though. Yeah.
But on the flip side, you know, I wouldn't look at him like that. You know what I'm saying? He carry himself different. You know
I got a lot of white homies.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't outcast him. You know what I mean? He just carries
Oh yeah,
himself
speaking of white homies, man, shout out to my man Bill and shit. We rolled up to I can't pronounce that shit, the pizza joint.
I want to say something about white homies. Because when I was a part of this organization, I met white people that I had never met before. And it's white people who are actively going into white communities and campaigning for reparations and getting money and giving it back to the black people in order for them to fund the institutions. So when I think about a white friend, I think about, is that white person using their whiteness in order to change the society? Because white people are born into a world where they have certain access to stuff just for being white. Mm-hmm. So is my white friend using that whiteness to tackle some of these injustices? Or is he just around me because I'm cool? You know what I mean? So I think about these relationships that we have, and we also have to check the relationships we have with each other too.
I was gonna say,
go ahead.
For sure.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but the thing of it is, with the piggyback off what you just said, a lot of those white folks have never been in our situation.
But what does that mean? But they got
know.
TVs, eyes just like the rest of us.
I mean,
but you can
TV,
internet.
TV,
just like how we learn it, we see it on our shit all the time. They see it too.
It's a difference in reality, because I have been encountered with white folks that have never.
And they oblivious to what happens to black people?
Yeah,
they know. Come on now, we can't give them a pass and say that they don't know what's going on.
My man, gotta get out of here. We gonna go around.
I have met white folks that have never seen black people in person. I have been the first black person some of these white folks have ever seen.
White people from the UP and shit.
Yeah,
playing ball and shit.
Yeah, they have never seen black people in person. Mm-hmm. So they think a lot of our troubles and cries is bullshit. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? They think we just like, that shit ain't really happening. Some of them, I mean, I get what you're saying.
But if they're your friend, I mean, you have some kind of relationship with them.
I mean, at some point.
So I said friends.
Yeah,
I'm not talking a random white person that I meet. Somebody who I call my friend.
I mean, we have to come up to that point where we become friends. They have to understand why I think the way I think and why I talk.
All right, niggas, let's wrap it up. We gonna be here all motherfucking night.
I was gonna say,
we gonna be here all night. All right, so look, we about to get up out of here, man. We gonna go around the block one last time. If you got a last minute comment, go ahead and throw it into the mix, dog. We gonna read it live on the air. Angry man, what's your sentiments on the way out, bro? Your sentiments on the way out. Your final sentiments.
Chill that shit out, man.
I'm just saying, because you be your final sentiments.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I mean, I got a lot to say, but it hurts. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we have the resources to change shit. And like Mr. Money say all the time, we're just not going to do it. Yeah. And that's why it hurts me to say it ain't going to happen. Yeah. But I'm down for the fight. Yeah. But the thing of it is, I want to know if I'm down for the fight and we go to war, I need you right there, right next to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like he said earlier, I already know 15 of the motherfuckers gonna say, "No, I'm straight." Yeah. Scared of consequences.
Then you just gotta leave the motherfuckers there.
Then niggas like, "No, you ain't telling me what to do." That's why I say we have to reprogram ourselves, man. We have to start from scratch. We have to go. Where scratch at? Over there. We got to go back to kindergarten. Right. You know what I mean? No doubt. And then, because we have the muscle, we have the power, we have the money, we have the education, we have it. It's just one thing that's missing out of the 5 fingers. Unification.
Yeah, for sure. I feel you. Day soon, man. What's your final words on the way out, bro?
All right. I want to close by saying that we have to move away from being ambulance chasers and start to be proactive. And also understanding that revolution, doesn't necessarily mean that we have to go get guns to go on the streets. Because I'd be a little nervous if I gave some of the niggas that I just drove past some guns and just went in the street without some proper education and understanding where to turn that gun and shoot. Wow. And also feel that we need to do like Michael Jackson said and start with the man in the mirror. And get out of this mindset of feeling that it'll never happen. If I just focus on myself and what I can do to try to forward it to happen, then I believe that it will happen. So my main thing is move away from being ambulance chasers and waiting for the next traumatic event to happen, and start to figure out how you can do little things within your own life that will lead into a better world that which we all can share and enjoy.
For sure. Mm-hmm. More money, what you say, bro?
Come up with a solution. We know this shit happening. Yeah. No, we can talk about this shit till we blue in the face. Now the solution has to start. You know what I mean? Like, it got to start somehow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know when it's gonna start. Dog say, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm an optimist for sure. But let's see it happen. Prove me wrong. I want it to happen. I'm willing to go, and I'm putting some shit together so we can learn these things that everybody need to learn. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do that, bro. And it ain't even about no goddamn money. I don't even need no money. I'm broke as shit, but this ain't what I'm doing it for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see our kids and us as a people succeed, bro. And if the lights go out right now and the power go out right now, then we can't fucking get power, dog. We in a fucked up situation because none of these kids know how to grow food. None of these kids don't know how to cook food. If we fuck around and the adults fucking leave this motherfucker and go somewhere and have some, these fucking kids are done, cuz. Our kids are done.
Done,
So
son.
I just wanted to give something back to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me, you know what I'm saying? If you want to, you know, help me out with this.
Right, you want to be
And
that 10%.
I give you like, I'm definitely gonna be the 10% for sure.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm doing this. If somebody want to reach out to me and holler at me and you know help me on this journey, I don't got no money. Just let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.
I
YND,
got some resources though, but I don't got no money.
right, I dig that. YND said my uncle wants to hide the truth about being black in the USA because his children are mixed. That could be a whole nother situation. Now, me on the way out, bro, I just got to say this again real quick. Again, I waited all day to watch the fucking video. I watched it and I felt emotions I never felt before. Like, I cried, nigga, and I was sad and I was angry. Like, nigga, I just wanted to fight somebody. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to do and shit. So just imagine, like, that shit is gonna be, I mean, it is 10 times worse. We just only seeing a small percentage of what's going on. But this is my thing, too, about it being political season. I had this argument about voting and shit before. A lot of niggas is trying to convince me to vote. I'm just not sure I'm with it because, like, our black votes matter, our black dollars matter, but our fucking lives don't matter. So until I start seeing something that's truly gonna benefit me, if it's not a serious conversation about reparations or a serious conversation about what to do with these fucking dickheads in the police in these police uniforms and shit, then you're not getting my vote. And I'm not voting for another motherfucker just because it's lesser evil than Trump. Like, I'm not doing it. So this is a whole nother conversation we have for another day. But this conversation been on point, bro. Like, for real. I think everybody checked us out on IG Live. Everybody checked us out on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get alerted every time we go live. Hit up my man, Want Money Today, man. Easy Street Saloon, 586-585-1124. 50-cent wings all day today, man. Make sure you pull up. Get that call in order, man. Shit, to the next time, dog. You always know what I say, bro. Whatever you about to get into right now, whatever you going to do the rest of the day, nigga, arrive alive, dog. To the next time, you already know what it is. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet
Earth, cuz.
straight from the E-Block Radio live on your dial, man. I got my man Day Soon True in the building.
Holla at me if you want some sea moss, man.
For sure. Got my man Angry Man in the building.
Reprogram your fucking selves.
Money holding it down.
Uh-huh.
And of course, man, it's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Peace out, y'all.
Yep.
One thing I want to say, I know the show was over, but I meant to say it earlier. I forgot about it. When Malcolm X gave a speech called the
livest cloud radio show on the planet. E-Block Radio.